So far this actually ends up looking pretty good, but there are a few areas that I'd like to edit a little bit more. One is where the shoulder joins the head, and then I think I can make that look a little bit more natural. And then this area right here I'd like to take away. I'm going to show you how to use the clone stamp to do that. I'm going to create a new layer on the very top layer, and then I'm going to go choose my clone stamp tool, and I've changed this sample. By default it's current layer, but what I'm going to do is choose all layers, and then that way it's going to choose, I can clone a section below and then stamp it above. So I'm going to use this bend right here in this elbow to fill in this corner where the neck joins. So I'll choose Option and click to set my point, and then just start to paint just a little bit. And that's starting to look pretty good, but I'd like to actually bring some more texture up into that neck area, so I might choose some of the edge of the leg down below and just add some of that here. I think that's actually good enough. So then I might take this section, sample it, and put a little bit right there, and now it's looking pretty good. So all I did was add that new layer, and then made sure that that layer was selected so I was painting on it. Changed the sample from current layer to all layers. And then the next thing I want to do is use this leopard to kind of apply that pattern to it. So I'll use my marquee selection, and I'll just select that much of it, copy it, Command C, go back, Command V, and wow, it's a little bit big, but that's okay because I'm going to be masking it. So I'll go to Select a Mask, and I'm just going to select the subject. Let's see how that does. Okay, that actually works pretty well. Click OK. So now I have this leopard kind of overlaid over the whole figure. But it's blocking it, so I want to show you this really convenient trick. For these different layers, you'll notice that in the Layers panel, by default, it says Normal. If I change that, if I drag it down, I can see how it interacts with the layers below it. So I could lighten it, I could screen it, color dodge. I think just an overlay is going to work, although it's pretty intense. So I'm going to click Overlay, and then I'm going to drop the opacity down a bit so it's not quite as intense. It might look a little bit more natural. And then I'm going to choose that mask and get black paint. And just to start out, I'm going to go 100% opaque, so I cover up the stuff that I don't need. I'll just quickly go through and do that. And already that's beginning to look pretty good. So I might adjust the brush size a bit and drop the opacity down to like 50 or 60%, and then just kind of refine those edges a bit and see how it looks. And in the face, I'm gonna just take some of that out of the face because I don't think it looks quite as natural. I might take some more out in that area too. And maybe just a little bit more out of the chest area, just to put some variations in there so it's not quite as intense in some parts. And now I think I'm pretty happy. So I've actually combined 3 images here. I've got the goat head, I've got the monkey. If I hide this, you can see it better. And I've got the leopard all blended together.